Addressing concerns. This is something that if you've been in sales for any amount of time, you know for sure is something that's part of, and in fact, I would say an organic component of the sales process. Now, I've been in sales and business development my entire career, going on 10 years now, and I have been on the front lines as an individual contributor, and I've been in leadership roles. Regardless of the role or function that I'm in, I am always hands-on. I want to be in front of the customer. I want to understand the customer. I want to be working with the customer. It's something I'm very passionate about, is working with customers. And I can tell you without fail, if you're new to the sales business, that customers are going to bring up questions and concerns throughout the sales process. And I would also submit to you that it's actually a really good thing. It's a really positive sign if they are bringing up questions or concerns. Why? Well, think about it this way. If you have a prospect that's bringing up questions or concerns during the sales process, that means they're interested in what it is you have to offer them, whether it's a product or a service. You have something that they're interested in. Otherwise, they wouldn't be spending their time sharing their questions or concerns with you. They would be out looking for a different provider. On the other hand, if you're dealing with a customer and they're bringing up questions or concerns to you, I would submit again that that's a great sign. It's in fact a sign that they trust you and that they value you as a strategic partner. Because if they didn't, then they would be looking for other sources to answer their questions or concerns, which oftentimes ends up being your competition. So again, just first and foremost, just to set the stage for the three-step process I'll share with you here in just a second, is that questions and concerns are a good thing. So don't worry about them, welcome them, try to anticipate them as much as you can, but they're a good thing, so don't worry about that. Now, step one. Anytime a customer or a prospect brings up a concern or a question to you, the first thing you want to do is you want to listen. Now, not just listen, I should say hear them. You really want to understand what the question or concern is that they have. And you also want to clarify that you have an accurate understanding of what their question or concern is. So step one is listen and clarify. Again, listen and clarify what the question or concern is. Step two is to restate the question or concern in your own words and cushion it. Now you might be saying, well, what does that mean, cushion it? Well, cushion it means that you're going to be able to not only accurately say back to them what their concern or question is, but you're also going to be able to give them confidence that you, as a resource and as their account rep, is going to be able to solve or answer or address the question or concern that they have. You want them to have confidence in you that you can do that. Once you've done those two things, step one and step two, and only when you've done those two things, is it appropriate for you to go to step three, which is respond. You don't want to respond immediately because if you don't know what it is, the true question or concern is, you might be responding to something that really isn't even appropriate. So respond is a very important component, obviously, to move the sales process forward, but I also want to warn you about a trap that you can kind of fall into in that response phase. Sometimes sales reps or account executives will try to answer questions that they don't really have an answer to. And I would submit to you that that's really, that can be something that's really damaging to your credibility and ultimately to the customer relationship. I've seen in some cases with reps that this has actually cost them the customer relationship and frankly the business. So if you don't know the answer to a question, the best thing that you can do or say is, that's a really great question. I'm sorry I don't have an answer for you right now, but I want to make sure that I get you the right answer, and I want to make sure I get it to you in a timely fashion. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back and I'm going to speak with whoever it is most appropriate for you to speak with, and then commit to a time frame when you'll get back to them. Make sure your time frame is realistic. If your realistic time frame is 3 days, don't say 2, but make sure that time frame is realistic, commit to it, and then deliver on that. That's going to boost your credibility. You're going to make sure that you have answered and addressed your customer or prospects' questions or concerns, and you're going to be off to advancing the growth of the business relationship. Thanks so much. Hope this is valuable. Have a great day.